Hey there, my name's if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the video. Oh hey, my name is Wade from The Well, and I am directing a movie for a challenge for Aperture. And it's about lighting the situation. Like right now, I'm lighting this with my light desk, which is hitting a bounce light here. I have a top light that's kind of doing that, and then yeah, that's what I got right now. But for this, it's like this location is what I'm doing this for. I'm gonna go ahead and do stop start animation. So I have to build the location. First off, we need to start with a blueprint, a map of what the area is, because I'm going to be building the location. I need to have a reference and a kind of starting point. Okay, this is the basics of what I'm starting with. Is basically the way to increase the production value of a single set is to make that set look bigger than it actually is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build one side of this, and then I'm going to build a wall area, like a wall and this floor area. So basically I can sit there and film from one side, like film from this area here, and then go to the other side of my area, my table, basically where this thing will be built on, and then flip this and make it look like the other side of the mall area that this is supposed to be representing. Also, I want a roof that's going to have like a paper tiling thing, so hopefully that'll shine some light in there. To build this set, I'll be using hot glue and popsicle sticks, because I got a whole bunch of popsicle sticks. A lot. Just a lot. So always remember to use the resources you have at hand. Primarily because one Christmas I was getting nothing but popsicle sticks and all kinds of craft stuff. I have a bunch of popsicle sticks, and I have a whole bunch of hot glue sticks. So I'm going to go ahead and make a set out of that. As I'm doing this, I've built the floor for the movable wall area, and I've built it up a little bit so I can go ahead and put some pieces on there. It can lock on there fine. But in doing that, I've noticed that if I'm here and I'm filming like this and whatnot, and this being trying to be like a real place and whatnot, the ceiling looks really low, so I might want to do one more piece up. But learning as you go is part of the process, and I'm using all the stuff that I have. I've gone through a lot of the popsicle sticks. This box was completely full of popsicle sticks. I've gone through most of that. This box is full, and then this has some extra ones I'm thinking about building a roof with. Once again, I'm just working with stuff that I have. I've almost gone through this whole bag of glue sticks. But I'm working with what I have. My sister-in-law was suggesting that if I cut off the ends of the popsicle sticks, that it would look less like a bunch of popsicle sticks. But all in all, if somebody's watching this and they go, wow, that looks like a lot of popsicle sticks, that's good, because it is a lot of popsicle sticks. And I'm going to paint it, and then I'm deciding on the color of that. And these are the lights I'm using. Once again, it's just working with things that I have. I got these lazy guys here that aren't helping, but they're they're giving me moral support. And then got the light here. I got this light for a Christmas present. It's pretty bright. You see the sweet lens flares. Where's the button? Right. Then also has that, but at times it can be unreliable. Yeah. So then I also have these, which I'm using, and they I want to say I got these off of like Amazon, but they're IdeaWorks. They're USB connected lights. I have two of those. They have different settings where they have 1, 2, and 3. So that's what I'm using to light this, and hopefully it turns out well. I also want to make the roof kind of transparent. Like this is not the roof. This is actually the floor, but for the movable walls, so that I can make the set look bigger. But I want to make the roof kind of like I'm thinking about using some kind of like that thin paper you put on, like if you put inside Christmas presents and stuff like that, inside those bags and stuff like that, that thin paper, trying to make it kind of like a spider web-ish type deal, and then put that paper over it so that there's still light from the light on in my room. Basically putting some kind of light on here, so that'll help as well to light it. Because I have 3 lights, I am probably going to try and do like a 3-point lighting, hopefully. Also, I made these, and these just basically just took a plastic bag and I cut the pieces off, then melted the sides together so that I can color on these pieces of plastic and slide them over these to do a kind of gel effect. This has become a way bigger project than I envisioned it being, but that's better. But all in all, it's one of those things where anyone can start a race, but it takes discipline to finish a race, and I have the discipline to get it done. I'm just working real hard and gonna make it happen. So yeah. Also, as I'm doing all this work, the story, like bits and pieces of the story, are coming together and forming so that whenever I get down to writing the script, that I have it all in my head already. I just have to pull it out there. So back to work. Oh. Right now I'm looking at paint. This is stuff that was here when we got here. This is one from our other house, and I'm thinking that that's the valuable option right now because of the fact of how light it is. And if it's light, then the characters will show up more. I don't want anything that's going to make the characters disappear. Once again, an important part of lighting is what your light's going to be reflecting off of, and a light background will make the characters pop, but like a darker background might disappear the characters. So yeah, and all lighting and stuff like that. So I'm looking at paint, trying to see. Natural light is always a good thing too, but because of the small set and the stop-start animation, I need more of a controlled light. Also, remember that any light is useful light if used correctly. I've got to go to the store and buy a new bag of hot glue because I used all my hot glue. But I also am going to get one more thing, and right now I'm using natural light. So like I said, I am going to go to the store and I'm going to get the hot glue, and then I'm also going to get, I've got some glue sticks and some tissue paper and stuff. So yeah, this is what the set is looking like after I've painted it, and I really like it. I like the color of green that it turned out because it gives me an opportunity to use blue because I actually enjoy the green and blue trope that is used in color schemes and whatnot, but I also want to go ahead and put an orange in there because of the complementary factors of blue and orange. I think that's going to create a awesome color scheme. So that is awesome, and so right now I'm coloring this with a pen, and I'm going to color it blue so that I can slide the bag I made over the light to basically use it as a kind of gel to yeah, make some blue light. So let's how this works. I'm about to start writing the script now. I think instead of doing the 3-point lighting that I originally was thinking about doing, I'm going to do 2-point lighting because the 2 lights I have I can actually cover and have more control over than the 3rd light that I really don't have as much control over, and I have to hit it to turn it off and stuff like that. So yeah, 2-point lighting is what I'm going for, and so I'm about to start writing the script. I had these lights and I was going to use these, but I only have one cord to plug this up, and I don't know where the other cord is, so I'm only going to use one of these. And that's gonna be my orange light, and then I'm gonna use this for the background light, and it's gonna be blue. I mean, this one's gonna be an extra one that I'm gonna use for signage and whatnot, and ambience. Also, made the bad guy. I still have to make his backpack, but yeah. Also, my boss asked me to come in to work at 2, and then so I was like, okay, and then I got there at 2, and when I was pulling into the driveway, he asked if I could come in at 5, but my ride had already dropped me off by that point, so I was sitting around at work for about 3 hours, and I went ahead and wrote down the script for this. So I have a script. I'm going to head and put that together. I need to do a kind of like shot list, and yeah. I also still need to paint the roof, and then I also got some tissue paper to go ahead and put across this so that light can shine through, and I can use that as kind of like a lighting element or an explanatory lighting element where it's like you see the blue light coming in and then it explains the light coming from the blue. Yeah, hopefully. And then I like going on this green and blue motif. I think it's going to work well because it's usually used in horror movies. Maybe it'll give it kind of suspense, even though this is more or less a comedy action. Yeah. I have painted all the green stuff. Now I need to paint the red because I want all the accent stuff like the doors, frames, and stuff like that to be this red color that I have. Like I said, I'm just working with stuff I have. But, yeah, but all the green stuff's painted, so that's good. I just gotta let that dry because of lack of space. That dry, and then I'll move it off and then paint the red stuff tomorrow. I have no idea why I decided to make that to a horror scene for a second. Focus. Alright. Okay, what else do I have to do? I have the script written, I have stuff painting, I still need to finish the painting. Shot list maybe? I know I want to do all the setups for the other side of the building. So basically, I'm gonna put my camera on the other side to create the illusion that's it's looking at the other side of the thing, so that it looks like it's not breaking the 180 rule. Yeah. Oh, signage. I have to make all the signage. Okay, I got the accents painted, got these pieces painted, I got some signage here. I actually have made this, like, that this part can come out so I can put a light in there, and that's going to be part of the signage. And then I did a test because the doors and stuff like that are not attached to try and see if I could create the illusion of movement. Because like I said, all I'm working with is this one piece, and I'm trying to make it look bigger than it actually is. This piece, like I said, I'll move it and then I get on the other side to do that because I mean you could flip it, but I can't do it with the app with the editor I'm using. I can't flip the image, and plus I'm doing it practical. But anyways, I want also another way to create that illusion also is that for the most part I want orange lighting on the foreground and I want the blue lighting on the background. So whenever I flip it at the beginning of the film, I'm going to flip the lighting scheme as well, so that it sells the illusion better. It makes it more. It's one of those things like subconsciously you won't think about it, but okay, subconsciously you'll think about it, but when you're watching it, you just perceive it as that. But I did some stuff like I said, the doors here are not attached, and then I moved it across to try and create, once again, more illusion of movement and stuff like that, an illusion that it's bigger than it actually is. So, yeah, I'm rambling on here. But yeah. I know that this is some simpleness and stuff like that, but I just want to show you how the sign works. Basically, I have the slot here, and I have this piece here, and then the light goes in there, and then we slide it in here, and then the signage pieces are going to go in here. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, I've made all the signs, but this light is really, really bright. So I'm going to use 2 more empty ones behind it to kind of diffuse the light so that it doesn't like overwhelm or blow out the characters that are going to be in the foreground. So yeah. Okay, I have raised the roof so that it does look more accommodating. And I still need to paint this roof section here, but yeah. But with everything painted, that means that these coming days are going to be about the execution of getting it all done. So yeah. Oh, this is to keep the roof up on the side that's not shown for the camera. But yeah. Music is also very important, so to set the scene, I'm going to go ahead and do 2 types of music. One's going to be action music, and the other one is going to be the tonal music, I guess. How would this sound like from inside the resonating chamber of the guitar? Put it right there. Is that? No, I can't. I need all the way in there. I gotta figure out how to get you out.